So today in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 things that you can do to scale your meta ads. And these are some of the things that we have used in our ad account, and it has absolutely worked for us. And it has worked so much that we have 2x, 3x ROAS on a consistent basis inside our ad account. So without any delay, let's jump right into it. So as you can see my screen, this campaign has 4x ROAS. This one has 2.51. This one has 2.71. We're going to go into this campaign and other campaigns as well, maybe. And we're going to look into exactly what makes it work. And I'll show you the 3 things that we do on almost every campaign that works. My name is Vishal. I make this video so I can network and connect with cool and interesting people. If you like this video, if you want to connect with me, then reach out to me on Facebook. All right. So this one has 4x, one of the best ROAS. This one has 2.51. This one has 2.71. So the first thing that we do is we use lifetime budget. All right. And I will show you what I mean by that. If I edit the campaign, you will notice that we are using lifetime budget. If I go back and let's look at this campaign right here, it also has lifetime budget. Voila. If I go back, let's look at this one, also has lifetime budget. As you can see, some of the campaigns with the best ROAS are all using lifetime budget. It's really because this has been one of the most important things that has worked for us. All right. So I made this little thing. I know it's a little confusing, but what happens is that when you have a daily budget, DB, right? When you have a daily budget, if you have a budget of, let's say $20, what's going to happen is that it's just going to try to spend that $20. Like, doesn't matter if it's going to get purchases or not, it's going to spend that money. But when you have a lifetime budget, let's say you have a 30 days time period, 30 days, it has a budget of $1,000. So what's going to happen is that someday it's going to spend $10, someday it's going to spend $20, and someday it might spend $50, $60, $70. It varies. So depending on day, when there is customers, when there is people that Facebook thinks are likely your customer, it's going to spend more money that day. And other day when there is no customer, it's going to spend less money. That has been a game changer for us because in the past we used to do daily budget. So it's $100 per day and Facebook will just spend the money. Even in that day, we had the absolute worst ROAS. It will just spend the $100 per day. It's not going to spend $50, right? It's not going to spend $20 if it thinks there is no customer. The goal of the Facebook is to just spend the money because that's what you told Facebook to do. But instead, if you use lifetime budget, right? Instead of doing $20 per day, you can do $600 for a month, right? What happens is that someday Facebook is going to spend $10, someday Facebook is going to spend $20, and someday it might spend, again, $30, $40, $50. So it will vary based on the day, based on what Facebook thinks. And typically Facebook is going to do better for you. Let the algorithm do its thing. Because again, Pixel knows everything. Pixel knows who your customer are. Pixel also knows who your competitors. Everybody has Pixel on their website. Facebook has so much data, and they even buy data from other companies as well. Like Facebook knows a lot at this point. Okay. So it's better for you to just let Facebook do its thing than trying to like change here, there, and make it do weird different things. So lifetime budget is absolutely the best thing that you can do. And that has allowed us to scale our ad account like 4x ROAS, 2x, 2.71 ROAS. And again, I think it will allow you to do so as well. So test it out. When I talk about lifetime budget, people ask me all the time, hey, why does it have to be 30 days? What happens when the time ends? That's pretty simple. When the date ends, when you have that time, when the 30-day comes in, what you can do is you can just change the date. And again, if it's working so much, then just change the date again, right? And increase the budget. If you started with $600, you can change that to $1,000. You can change that to $2,000. You can change that to $3,000. It's just a goalpost. Like just keep moving the goalpost. And again, if the campaign is not working, if it's not making money, you don't have to wait for 30 days. You can turn off early. You can run it for 3 to 5 days. If it's not making money, just turn it off. Like you don't have to keep it running. Okay. If Facebook is not doing you a favor, if it's not giving you a good customers, then just turn it off. Then just go back to daily budget. If that works for you, then just do that. But if you're using lifetime budget, you don't have to run it for 30 days. You can just run it for like 3-4 days. If it's not making you money, just turn it off. And if it's working really, really well, like for us, then you can just change the end date. Don't let the campaign end. All right. So for us, if I go into my campaigns, as you can see, if I click on edit, as you can see here, going to ad set, I'm going to show you the end date. The end date here is May 31st. Okay. So it was probably for May 5th as we started early on. Then we changed that to May 31st, right? You can just change the end date. It's no big deal. There won't be any problem. And if you need to, you can just raise the budget. Go here and just change the budget. If you want to spend more, increase the budget. If you want to spend less, just decrease the budget. That's totally up to you. All right. So now, number 2, the second thing that we do that helps us scale our meta ads is schedule our campaign. And there's 2 kinds of schedule. And I'll talk about that now by showing you. I'm in this campaign with 2.71 ROAS. Click on edit. And if I go here into ad set, show more settings, okay? And you will see ad set scheduling, all right? And here's the thing. We have a specific schedule for our campaigns and for our ad set is that we don't run our ad set during the time where it's not going to make money. Okay. And this is something that we have noticed for our ad sets and for our campaigns and ads is that we never get purchases at 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning. We never get purchases during that time. All right. So we just decided to not run the ads. Okay. So as of right now, we do not run ads at 3 o'clock in the morning. Our ads would run from 7 o'clock till like 1 o'clock in the morning. And that's it. Because again, we never get purchases. And what was happening was that Facebook was spending money during the time, but we were not getting any purchases. We're just wasting money at that point. So media buying is all about spending money on what's working and not spending money on what's not working. That's basically all media buying is. That's basically all running paid ads is, right? So here, if you notice, on Saturday, we run ads from 8 o'clock, okay? Whereas on other days, we run from 7 o'clock in the morning, right? So it's because people stay late on weekends and they wake up late on weekends. So that's why we have this schedule. Our best time is actually at 9 o'clock in the evening. We have a burst of purchases during that time. So that's our best time. Of course, we're gonna run ads during that time. And we get a couple of purchases during the day. It does drop around 3 o'clock, but we keep it running anyway, it doesn't matter. That's one schedule. You got to be very, very careful. Check your ad account, check your timestamp, and see what time of the day is best for you and what time of the day is not the best for you. And you can exclude those times so that you're not running ads during those times, all right? And how do you know what time of the day works for you and what time of the day it doesn't work for you? You can just look into your funnel building software or whatever website you have. You can just check there, like you will see timestamp for all the customer, what time they bought. And I'm pretty much sure that you're not gonna find as many customers that buy at 3 o'clock in the morning. So that has been very, very helpful for us. And I'm sure it's gonna be helpful for you, but you need to figure out what time is the best for your customers and for your business, all right? The next thing is the schedule date. Okay, so you have other schedule here. We always schedule our ads at 12 o'clock in the morning. It's very, very important because if I go here, so there's two kinds of schedule. There's one ad set, I talked about that, and there is one at midnight, okay? So let's say you have a budget of $50 per day. That's your daily budget. If you launch your ads at 2 o'clock in the evening or in the afternoon, what happens? It's gonna go into review, okay? It's gonna go into review. Let's say it gets approved at 4 o'clock, okay? Just in 2 hours, the ads got approved. What Facebook will do is that Facebook will just try to spend the money and they'll spend like $30 or $40 in the next like 1 hour, okay? And by 5 o'clock, they will reach that point of like $10 left or $15 left. And they will spend that rest of the budget for that day. And that's something that we have noticed a lot. As you scale your ad account, you're gonna notice that even more because the bigger the budget, the bigger the waste. And we never get purchases during that time. Facebook will just spend the money. It will just like completely waste the money. And typically you get no purchases during that time as well. What we have started doing is that we schedule our ads at 12 o'clock in the midnight. What happens is that when you schedule your ads, let's say I launch my ads at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for 12 o'clock, I schedule my ads. It will have enough time to review. Sometimes the review can take 2 hours. Sometimes the review can take 6 hours, right? So by the time it's 12 o'clock, it is likely approved. So then I can just launch it. Like it'll just start working. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to worry about anything. It'll start at midnight, 12 o'clock, and you'll just spend the rest of the budget properly. Like it's not gonna just waste the budget. That's something that I've noticed is that you have to schedule your ads. Otherwise you're gonna spend and lose a ton of money for nothing. Like it's just gonna waste the money, it's just gonna waste the budget. So that's very, very important. Make sure you schedule your ads for the best time of the day that works for you. And then make sure to always schedule your ads at midnight. All right. So the third thing that we do to scale our ads is we use single ads. What do I mean by single ads? Well, I can just show you. All right, so if I go into my ad account, as you can see, I have multiple different ads here. What many people try to do is that they try to use flexible ads, okay? What I mean by flexible is that if I go here, if I go into creative, as you can see here, on breakdown, there is creative, there is flexible format, and there is related media. This is basically a way of giving Meta multiple creatives at the same time, okay? So if I click on edit, on this ad, let me show you, it says 1 of 10 selected. You can select up to 10 different images, okay? But I only selected 1. You can add up to 5 different primary text. So here I can add multiple different headlines. Well, it's not allowing me to do so because it's empty. But if I click just that, now it's gonna allow me to add more headlines. I can add up to 5 different headlines. Here I can add up to 5 different ad copies. As you can see, 1 of 5 primary text, right? I can add up to 5 different description, right? As you can see, 1 of 5. That is what is called flexible, okay? And it gives Meta more control. Like Meta will just use different variations. Meta is gonna use a variation of 10 different images if I selected, and 5 different primary text and 5 different headline and 5 different description. Is going to create like so many variations of different ads. Some ad copy may go with some images that I don't want. Some headline may go with some images that I don't want. And it's just going to create so many variations that I have no control of. The other problem with that is that Meta doesn't tell me which images and which video and which headline is performing. Like, it doesn't tell me. Whenever I'm using Flexible, it doesn't tell me which combination of that headline and that primary text and that image is working. It doesn't tell me. The only thing that Meta tells you is that it is spent money. It is spent money on this creative, this headline. That's it. Like, I don't know which one is working. And that's why we use single ad. Whenever we use single ads, we know exactly which one's working, just like this. I can just see here, this ad right here is the one that's making the most amount of money. And it has exactly the image that I want. It has exactly the headline that I want. It has exactly the primary text that I want. And that works, right? As an expert media buyer, okay, you want to control what headline, what images, and what primary text are being put together, what is being shown to the people, okay? And when you can do that, you can properly tell which one is working. And when you can tell which one is working, you can scale that. Now I know this one is working, so I can make different images like this. I can make different ad copy like this. I can write different headlines like this. So I know this is a winner. But if I was using Flexible or if I was using related media, then I wouldn't know, okay? And let me just show you what related media is. This is related media. If I click on select, it's gonna add 9 or 10 more different random videos and images that Facebook thinks might convert. But at the end of the day, it's just a random video selected by Facebook's AI to spend more money, okay? And again, any money that's spent on this related media, I wouldn't know. Like, it doesn't tell me which video and which image is the one that's actually working. And there is no way for me to know. There's just no way for me to know. Like, it just doesn't exist right now. Then what's the point of using it? Like, as a media buyer, I want to know. As a business owner, I want to know which creative is making money, okay? And then I can scale that, okay? Then I can like create more variations of the one that are working. That's why single ads do better, so much better, that we are using on almost every campaign, right? So if I go here, let's pick a random campaign with a good ROAS, right? Let's just do this one, 1.88. If I go here, so we have multiple different campaigns and ad sets. So this one has 3.41 ROAS. And as you can see, we have single ads, okay? We don't have that variations, right? This is actually post ID. So we're just using that proven post ID, right? It's just one headline, one video, right? Just one ad copy, just one of each, right? We don't have like 20 different things in one ad. And let's just go back here and select this one, this campaign. So here, if I go into edit, you will notice that I have single ads again. We don't do combination because again, Meta doesn't tell you, and that has been the problem for us in the past, is that we had all this data. It looked like Meta was telling us a lot of things. Like, as you can see, there's just a lot of data, right? But at the same time, it was not helpful data at all. Like, we were not getting anything helpful. And the only way for us to control what was working and what was not working was to just have a single ad, so we know exactly what's working and not. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you found this video helpful, then let me know in the comments down below so I know to make more. All right, take care, bye.